up to get ready to meet up with Matt. We're going to go down, stay at a camper, and then get up and go fishing in the morning. But before I do, nothing like the sound of new baits, right? I'm spending way too much money. I'm not really spending a lot, but I had this full, and then I haven't even started to fill it back up yet, and I've already spent too much money. But let me talk about the bait real quick, because if any of you guys joined in for the Megabass Dark Sleeper, I didn't even go for this, but once again, curse you, Matt Allen, Tactical Bassman. They were out fishing smallmouth and different stuff, and I think that's a dark sleeper they had in the heading. And when I went up there at that, this is a definitely color that maybe would hook a fisherman, but would a fish make a fisherman buy it. But that color just spoke to me because here lately, if you guys know, I've been having luck with all the colors that are on this thing, right? The orange belly, you got some purple in there, some white, some gold. Like that's got all the colors that should attract a fish. And I just picked kind of a mid. That's not their brightest color. It's not their dark. It's not their heaviest or their lightest. I just wanted to try one while I was a Bass Pro. They're $6.99. If you guys don't already know, of course I do know. They're on there's kind of a knockoff already on AliExpress for cheaper than that, but I wanted to try the true Megabass one out. Most other baits that if I buy a knockoff, I've already tried out the good one, and I know it, like I like it. It does get bit, so the knockoff too. Because there's no point in buying a knockoff if the original bait isn't worth the crap anyway, right? So I wanted to try it, and I bought one. So let's just open it up. I want to get a feel. I've never even felt the plastic on a Megabass bait, I don't think. I think every Megabass bait I've ever had, bought. Now, Matt has a dark sleeper. I don't know if I've ever held it. I don't think I've ever looked at it. I watched him, I think Maddie or somebody, or maybe I don't remember. Anyway, dark sleeper. Now, what I'll probably do is keep this little blister pack if I don't lose it or gets destroyed right off the bat. So I'll probably keep it in its blister pack kind of deal. I imagine that's how most guys do it. And keep them, wherever, kind of like I do those one AliExpress swim baits or whatever. So anyway, this color here, if you guys don't know about the dark sleepers, they got the hook right there. They're just like basically a swim bait already rigged up with the head internal, and they've been making these, Berkeley for one, and several other guys have several different ones. And I'll be honest, all the ones I've ever bought, I felt sucked. Like, they're not that good, or the tails fall off real quick, and then so you've lost that. So in my opinion, you're always better off to get and then just buy some sort of trailer, right? Whether it be a swim bait trailer, a little curly tail grub, whatever. But I've heard a lot of things. Everybody keeps talking about how good this thing is. So right off the bat, we're going to rip the tail off now. I mean, it should work, right? We're going to try it. So anyway, just because I bought it with these other baits, and I don't even know where I would put this thing right now, right this second. I've got a little thing here, a little way to keep it, if I can get it to go in there. Oh my goodness. So yeah, I still didn't get that in there. Oh, here it is. It's real simple once you figure it out. All right, so we've got that added to the collection of square bills. That's not a square bill though. So let's go on with the square bills I bought. So that was Matt. He's ready. All right. I bought this square bill. Oh, wait a minute. That ain't a square bill. No, I bought for one simple reason. Two reasons. Three reasons. Okay. Did you read it in time before I threw it in the trash? Maybe I should read it. 3XD dives 10 to 12 feet. The reason I got this one to try is because it is even smaller than the 1.5. I don't know if it's I think it's in between. I don't think it's a 1.5 or a 1.0 body, but it's a little bitty body. And it's going to get fairly deep. It's not our deep diver square bills we've had. It's actually even smaller than them. And the sexy shad color, right? You guys will know after I get done fishing this, even probably the rest of this season, but into whatever next, whenever, I will know if I like sexy shad color and which of these baits I do and don't like. But so let's put these down here. These are the baits that don't go They're not square bills, but they're going in our square bill box for now. So, what do I don't even know what I got here, really. Do you guys remember what I bought? I bought rattling 1015, chick magnet, and the deep diver. And then if you guys didn't watch that video, go watch it. But then I also have, it's not in this box because I did put it kind of where it goes. I should probably just put it in here, though. I bought the Sexy Shad, I believe, ½ ounce. I almost bought a quarter. I should have bought a quarter, but I just didn't. Because I already have... I already have several whitish ones, and I did get that in this color. I bought this color before in a couple different times in a couple different baits, and I'll be honest, I watch everybody around me. I've heard it on forums. I've seen it in person. A chartreuse bait in general, but this blackback chartreuse is supposed to be an awesome color. And I'll be honest, I usually find a more natural color that I always like over this. I might not just be fishing in quite dirty enough water. But anyway, I wanted to give it a shot in the deep diver. So now I own 2 deep divers, right? No, I actually bought a third. I don't even know if I like them. So I bought a third one. And this whole trip that I took up to Rogers, this one didn't come from Rogers, this came from Bass Pro Shops. The whole trip I took was to track down a color that I couldn't find at Bass Pro. I think I saw 1 or 2 at Rogers. I can't remember now, but I didn't buy anything there. So we bought, what do they call this? Do you guys ever heard of that? Sexy blueback herring. So this comes close, and it is a good looking color, but if you guys remember right, it comes close to our olive, right? Like, that's a close color. But they actually make an olive shad, which is identical. Not in every bait that Strike King makes, but in several, they do have this more almost identical color, and that's what I wanted to track down. I'll probably have to order them off Tackle Warehouse. But that color, I mean, I know it's close. It probably won't make a bit of difference. But I just got it also, because I almost bought another one of these. That way, I was like, oh man, if that does work, I'm going to lose it. Well, so I bought this one. So, little color variance, but if one works and I lose it, the other one should also work, was my thoughts there. So I've got 2 of those, and they are close to this, which is one of the only square kind of crankbait colors that's really been hot here lately. It's been that bait in the deep and the shallow, but that color over all the others. Yeah, these are all 3 jabberjaws. Somebody asked a question. And nobody carries around here, like, I think Rogers may have a few, the Jabberjaw. Bass Pro doesn't. I think Rogers has a few, but they have not the colors I wanted. So, well, no, these aren't Jabberjaws. These are Strike King. That's those ones, the 1.5 deep diving, for anybody that don't know. I think they've been out about 4 years now. So anyway, I'm loading up. I'm heading out. Put rubber bands on them. No, I can't. I can't do it. Oh my gosh. This is why. If you guys go back, don't do as I do, do as I say. Go back and watch the video where you actually put rubber bands to tame down your treble hooks when you're mixing baits together. Oh my God. Just go over there. For no more baits that are in there, that was a struggle. All right, so our square bill box has seen, well, maybe it's seen better days. It's definitely seen more stuffed days. Maybe it hasn't seen better days. Maybe I've got the perfect combination in there right now to tear some fish up. Probably won't be tomorrow, but I'll also be going Sunday more than likely by myself. I'm up in there. I may hit the reservoir and see if the grass is right, because actually if it's just right, chatterbaits could be insane at the reservoir. Or one of these baits I just picked up. Or I'll just hit the place up from, you guys have seen it before. It's actually where my big bass are coming from, like not consistently, but close to consistently, or that other place you watched in the video where I caught the 4.5 and then the 6-pounder, and earlier in the year I also caught some fish that were, 5s, I think. So anyway, I may hit that place or the Odessa Reservoir Sunday, tomorrow I'm going with Matt. I don't know if any of these baits will play into that. Actually, the dark sleeper might. But anyway, stay tuned. A lot more coming. I got to load up. It is, what time is it? Yep, time to go. Got to load up. Head out. Rawhide, right? And just real quick, because I never end the video when I should. I'm only taking on this trip 6 rods and reels with me. I still have 12 rods I think over there, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 reels. So none of the Dark Wolf Ultras are going. The Shimano Aldebaran 22 is not going. That cheap $20 green and gold reel's not going. And is that it? So yeah, taking all the other ones along with most of my bigger rods. The only 2 BFSE type, Power BFS or BFS rods that are going would be light feeling, and then the medium light Carbon Light 2.0. All the other ones are either, I got the medium light quick, and then the other 3 are actually medium heavy. So kind of, I don't really have an in between going. The Fate Black, it's not going. It's probably going to Noah. I may fish it a time or 2, but you may not see it in the lineup. I'm not sure. You never know though. I was real quick, and then I'm definitely getting out of here. Oh, you know what I was going to do before I leave? Let me do that. I know, I'll be there. This bait right here, I just have never liked it out of the box. If you remember, I did it on one of the Proberos baits. See all of that orange? I don't like that much orange. And I know you're like, oh, it's fairly new. It's not brand new. I've owned it like a little while now. So leave like the orange here and somewhere right in here. But I don't know if I'm gonna do it all on camera because it may be too hard, but I am gonna do it, and I may just wait and do it tonight when I'm got time to kill. But I'm taking a lot of this orange off, and it'll be back to almost a white belly. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'll probably just wait. I'll get my old trusty Swiss Army knife out and do it upright. Get that thing. I think it's just too much orange. I know, scratching on a fairly new bait. Sometimes you gotta do little tricks and little things just to change it up and make it look different. Update. I told you guys yesterday, and I apologize. It was one of you guys, one of the subscribers commented that the Dan Kung had the old Lingles at the regular price. They don't. Not the old price that they were. They're like $100, $98 or something. So Dan Kung is out. I'm not trying to knock the place, but before I would go to them, I would also look at Bait Finesse Empire because I think they're here in the States. In my opinion, it's almost everything you could get off AliExpress, and they're ordering it, holding it in, whatever, and then selling it there. But I just know that the Lingle, which if you want one, they're not on AliExpress right at the moment. But then I'm just going off the Teton rods. I spotted a couple Teton rods that are higher than you can get them from AliExpress. So the only reason I would pay more if, say, Bait Finesse Empire, if they can get them to me, with way quicker shipping, and Dan Kung may be able to or whatever. So I'm not knocking them for trying to make money, but I've also spotted, be careful if you go to eBay and you start looking at stuff. I've noticed a lot of stuff that I can look up and find on AliExpress real cheap on eBay. Looks like it might be a deal to you guys or somebody that isn't familiar with AliExpress. It's basically people buying it, and who knows, they might not even be buying it. They may be just putting in, listing it, and you put in an order. They may order it from that place, shipping it directly to you and charging you the extra money and all that. I don't know what's going on there, but I've just noticed that on eBay. I think there's people on there trying to make a quick dime there, and so you just got to be careful, right? Anyway, get out, go bass and bonsai, but whatever you do, make sure you have fun doing it. I'm out of here.